Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Sorry for a little bit of the late start. There's just been a lot going on. And man, oh man, I'm trying to gather as much information as I can as we speak. It's really, really tragic. I'm not going to lie. Hearing the updates as we know of them so far. You can see the title above, down below, wherever you're watching this show right here. We got some really not so great information. 22 lives have been claimed so far, and that's and counting. I hate to say that because apparently they say somewhere on the upwards of, there could be up to the upwards of 60 different people, 60 individuals injured right now. I am still gathering this situation. As soon as I found out about this, I wanted to hop on, but I had other things I had to take care of. And of course, I still got my dinner here. I'm not kidding. I'm in the middle of eating dinner. And I said, okay, we just got to jump on here and go live and bring the news and tell the stories to the people right now. So I stopped everything I was doing so I could come in here and talk to you guys about this, because this is something I didn't think I'd ever have to ever talk about. Okay. And I know some, like Pixie just said, it's about past my bedtime. Okay. No, nothing about that. Tonight, we are talking about something completely and drastically different. But as you guys already know, we talk about a lot of different things on the show here. Okay. On this channel, we talk about a lot of things, everything from pop culture to trending news to true crime to mass tragedies like this. We talk about it all. Okay, so if you do appreciate that, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. We got to get into some things, guys. Sorry. Hit that like button down below. Send those likes past 300 likes. That would really mean a lot. This is very big, and if you're in the Maine area, the Maine state area, y'all need to be listening, because there's a lot going on. And apparently there's going to be a press conference here very, very soon. Hopefully we'll be able to watch it with our own two eyes here live as a family. It just all depends on what time it starts, okay? Because if it goes super, super late, I might not be on. Hit that like button, though, please, and thank you. Hit that subscribe button as well. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you want to support the channel any further, you can hit that join button down below. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that join button, or you can join my Patreon, patreon.com/The Pascal Show. Okay, guys, let's get into this. Okay, we got a lot. Okay, we got a lot going on. I'm hoping that is the case. I see somebody just saying that that they could have the suspect in custody, and if that's the case, I'm hoping that is the case, because this mother lover did some serious damage. 22 people have lost their lives so far and counting. And multiple people have been injured. This is not a good person. So I want to pull this up. Okay. Cause I'm still learning this as we go. Okay. But this is the assailant. This is the monster that's out here in these streets. And if he's been detained, I don't know yet. Okay. I personally don't know. I see other people saying that he's possibly in custody. And if he is possibly, shoot, that's better than him out on the lam. Okay. That's better than there being a manhunt looking for this mother lover right now. All right. A lot going on right now. We're going to be playing some clips and all that. So let's, so ride with me. Because like I said, this is all still very, very new for me. And I'm sure it's very, very new for the lot of y'alls that are watching this show right now as we speak. So hold on real quick. I'm just getting a few things up real quick. So we have a mass tragedy. You know, I have to use these code words, okay? A possible madman, okay? A possible monster, okay? His car may have been spotted following following this mass tragedy. So this monster has taken the life of 22 people in separate tragedies, by the way, across Lewiston, Maine, Wednesday night, according to law enforcement sources and reports. The suspect is believed to have taken out 22 victims and dozens, more than just dozens. I mean, a multitude of people are injured right now in multiple locations. This piece of trash did some serious damage out here in these streets and did not give a damn. And apparently, he's apparently very good with his weapon. So that makes it even worse. That makes the situation even worse out here for police who are trying to take this mother lover down. Okay, so Maine State Police said the armed suspect is believed to be in Lewiston and advised local residents and businesses to lock their doors and shelter in place. Now, this is 17 minutes ago. Actually, I'm going to go to what it was an hour ago. Okay, everything we know as of this an hour ago, we're going to go in chronological order. Okay, so ride with me. And if you appreciate me giving you guys this information, please hit that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that follow, hit that reaction down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. Berenice Rivas, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Let's get into this, okay? So they said at least 22 people have lost their lives following this monster, okay, opening fire at 3 separate locations across Lewiston, Maine. The suspect also injured another 50 or more people, y'all. 50 or more people. This is insane. Okay. Police identified, because they're saying it's upwards of like 60 max right now, which is insane. Police identified the possible suspect as Robert Card. He is 40 years old and believe he may be driving a white Subaru Outback, but apparently I think he's ditched that by now. Emergency personnel were called to separate tragedies at Spare Time Recreation Bowling Alley, Simemges, I don't know how to pronounce that, bar and grill, a restaurant, okay, and a Walmart distribution center, according to the Sun General. The believe toll right now nearly matches the annual number of homicides in the state of Maine alone, with 29 homicides being reported in 2022. This is insane. Lewiston is a city of about 38,000, almost 30 miles near Portland. And of course, Biden was notified about this situation. So let's go to 44 minutes ago. Lewiston, Maine law enforcement officials posted a picture of the white Subaru Outback, okay, that they potentially believe is the possible gunman's car. The possible suspect, which police identified as Robert Card, reportedly opened fire at multiple locations, which we already know. Moving on. 35 minutes ago, Lewiston public schools are closed now. Of course, understandably, every school in Maine should be shut down because you never know. This could ruffle some other feathers or inspire some other mother lovers out here in these streets. Let's keep it real. So they're going to be closed tomorrow due to this tragedy. 20 minutes ago, the mayor of the neighboring town in Lewiston, Maine, where this tragedy took place Wednesday night, has told NBC News Now, that they have everybody on board. So the mayor said the violence is completely unusual. I can't go to the grocery store without running into someone who's complaining about a pothole. It may seem insignificant at this point in time when you're talking about the situation, but that's how close this community is. Auburn has a smaller has a smaller population than Lewiston, and the two towns are separated by a river. Um, and this is up to date from as of 21 minutes ago. Okay, just from the New York Post. But I'm going to be doing some more due diligence, do some more looking around to see if there's anything else, any more information that we can look at thus far. But like I said, this is still just absolutely crazy. And this, I'm still wanting to know. I'm still trying to get a full breakdown of what actually happened. You know, if there's an eyewitness account or something, because it just seems so weird that out of nowhere, this guy just walks into this, just randomly walks into this bowling alley and just opens fire. It's just a little bit odd, right? That's a little bit weird, right? Okay. And from what I am understanding right now, of course, we already know he is 40 years old. From what I'm gathering here, also is he is former military. All right, in the military reserves, and he's a firearms and tactical instructor. So, in other words, 5-0 has their hands full. Let's just keep it real. Okay? This is not going to be an easy if they haven't already got him. Let's just be real. If they already have him, then it's a wrap. But see, and that's Cookie. That's something I'd like to know as well. I don't know what he's the firearm and tactical instructor, who he is the firearm and tactical instructor for, but that's just something I gathered just a few seconds ago. Okay. And of course, take that with a grain of salt, because I don't know how true that information is. Okay. But they're saying that he is pretty skilled with the weapon. He knows how to use it. To me, it screams former military, ex-military type of thing and all that. But we'll see what happens here. But I'm going to see. Let me see. Let me look some stuff up on the tubes, YouTube, see if there's anything here. Because that is insane. Hold on one second.
Thing you've probably seen coverage on.
I mean, for me, I want to know.
On a lot of the national stations, the president has been briefed on what's going on. At this point, the FBI in Boston has gotten involved in this investigation. We know the ATF in Boston also joining in on this investigation. So a lot of agencies are involved in this. This is a big deal. And to put this into perspective, what we know from NBC News, they confirmed with Lewiston PD, 22 people killed in this one act of violence. Last year, Maine had 29 homicides overall. Through the year, 29 homicides in Maine. This is 22 in one night.
Yeah, you can see this video here from earlier, people just fleeing the scene. We see these images over and over again. We say repeatedly, it hasn't happened in Maine. Tonight it has. And as you at home are trying to make sense of this, trying to process this, I want to reiterate again, as Amanda said, you're not alone in this. There's help out there. If you feel like this moment is tough, please confide in your loved ones, hug your loved ones tonight. There are also, this happened early enough that there were likely kids who were awake to see this on the TV. So please keep an eye on them. Lewiston Public Schools announcing just well over an hour ago now, I guess, that school will not be in session tomorrow.
That's well as Auburn.
Yep, as well as Auburn. The superintendent releasing a statement to please continue to shelter in place, of course. The Lewiston superintendent will continue to update you with information and next steps, saying our prayers go out to those who lost someone tonight. Our prayers go out to all those working to stop further loss of life. So again, several schools in the area, not just Lewiston, Auburn as well. I think there's some others coming in.
Even extending out, we know Mechanic Falls has closed, Poland, Brunswick, Gray New Gloucester. We heard earlier from Central Maine Community College, that's the college there in Auburn. They were saying that they will be closed tomorrow, and they are very aware of the situation. Earlier, Bates College was actually in lockdown. We heard from officials there. Still very much active in that area.
Yeah, and obviously this is a situation that, again, is not just impacting Lewiston, it's impacting all of these communities. And when you're talking about schools, one of the largest school districts in the state, Bonnie Eagle, even releasing a statement that they haven't decided whether or not to hold classes tomorrow, but they are awake right now, school leaders.
Shut them mugs down.
I'm trying to make sense of this, making sure that students and families are supported as we're all trying to make sense of what happened in Lewiston tonight. Just to reiterate for you, at least 22 people killed in an active shooting in Lewiston. This is the man police are
That's
looking
his face.
for. If you know who he is, if you've seen him, please give police a call. This is Robert Card. Police are considering him a person of interest in that shooting at Schmenge's Bar and Spare Time Recreation earlier this evening. They still have not been able to apprehend him. They're also looking for this white car here. They say there's a black bumper on the front. They're trying to locate Card, and they say he should be considered armed and dangerous. So if you happen to see this car, if you happen to see Card himself, do not approach. This image believed to be Card earlier this evening walking in to
he means business, y'all. And this is not good.
Security footage to watch there.
Very disturbing to see. But
no, he has not been detained.
To see as well, and we know our Jack Molmid has been live outside of Central Maine Medical Center. We also have someone outside of Maine Medical Center in Portland, where they're expecting at least one patient. They told us is going there, and just to put into perspective how much this is affecting our hospitals here. That they even said, out of an abundance of caution and due to the dynamic nature of the situation, Maine Medical Center and other Maine Health hospitals have closed their campuses to non-hospital personnel and non-patients until further notice. So, people can't even go to visit loved ones who are in the hospital right now. This is very much affecting our, and we know our hospitals prepare for these things. Absolutely. We know our police prepare for these things, but this is such a widespread event that I don't think anyone can really be ready for this.
Absolutely. And I think we have that shot now of the podium in Lewiston City Hall. Our reporters and several other reporters from across the state have been kind of stationed there, awaiting a press conference from state police. I imagine other local officials, likely the mayors of Lewiston and Auburn, are there. Perhaps even the governor likely to speak. You can see microphones there from news organizations across the state there at Lewiston City Hall. And as soon as that press conference gets underway, we will be sure to bring it to you. Alex Pascal standing by there.
Now, one thing I want to point out is so far we don't know if there's been any type of arrest or anything of that sort. We don't know anything as of yet. One second.
And at this point, we know that at least 22 people have been killed. That's what NBC News is telling us. You can bet a lot more people have been injured. We know the hospitals are dealing with all of that.
Like I said,
we have reporters
we don't know
in various locations. There was police activity
if he's been
happening
detained or not. There's supposed to be a press conference coming here in the very near future. Don't know how soon that's going to be. People on Snapchat are saying certain things, so I don't know if this is 110% true or not. But there was a Snapchat that has been, I guess, being shared out here quite a bit. I just have it on my phone, so I'm just going to say this really quick. somebody
trying to
saying,
track down
oh yeah,
this
that they
man. Take a
found
look
the
at your screen.
phone,
Robert
or
Carr,
sorry,
he's
found the
40
car
years old.
right across
He
from
is the person police
the hotel
say
that this
opened
particular
fire
person
at
was
Spare
staying
Time
at.
Menzies
Um,
earlier this evening.
and it's in a
this is
public
really,
parking spot or in a
having an
public
effect
parking
on
lot.
all
Um,
across the
and
state.
that's
Congressman
it.
Garrett
Like,
Golden,
so
who is
it
from
sounds like he
Lewiston,
could very
represents
well
District
be
2, sharing a statement saying,
running
like all
around
Mainers,
here
I'm
on
horrified by
foot.
the events in Lewiston tonight.
That's one
This is
thing.
my hometown. Right now, all
That's
of
one
us
thing
working with local law
that we should
enforcement is
point
getting
out.
control of
The other
situation
thing
and gather
is,
information.
as Dubs
Our
just
hearts break
said,
for
what
those who are
kind of
affected, and we encourage
pew
everyone
pew
to
was he
follow the
using?
directions of the authorities
That's
as
something
they
that
conduct their work.
let me show
Congresswoman
you the
Shelley
photo.
Pingree
I mean, to
saying,
me, it
I
looks
am
like the
aware
good
of
old
and have been
fashioned,
briefed on the active shooter situation in Lewiston.
the good
I urge
old
all people in
fashioned.
the area to follow the direction of state and
Looks
local
like an
enforcement, which
AR-15, but I
they
could be
have been
wrong.
saying, please
I mean,
shelter
take a
in
look
place,
for
lock your
yourselves.
doors, stay off the
Okay.
roads, let them. Clearly,
Anybody
they've been
who's
very
a
active
firearm
in Lewiston
expert,
and in
please
Lisbon
holla at your
Falls,
boy, or at
so
least
just
fire
let
off in the
them have
comments. Let
reign
us know
of
what
the roads
you
and where
know,
they need to be, but definitely
because,
lock
like
your
I
doors.
said,
Yeah, I want to actually
I don't
see
know
if we can pull
guns
up
like
some
that.
video because I want
Okay,
to focus on the human
but I will
element
say this
of
too.
this. Jack Moment was at Central Maine
As
Medical
much as anybody
Center.
is saying out,
I
I mean,
believe we have some
unless
video
they're doing
there.
this press
There were
conference
families
to
kind
let
of
everybody
gathered
know
outside the door.
that he
You can
has
see
been
even,
detained,
inside the hospital, looks like
great.
they're
But
staging
as of
hospital
yet,
beds
so
in what appear
far,
to be
we have not
hallways,
heard
just
anything
because this is such
about this
large
man
situation for them to
actually
respond to.
being
Family
detained.
members there just
So
waiting to hear
I
the
know
news.
I'm sure the rumor mill's out here in these
Communicating with
streets
what appears to be
talking
maybe
some
hospital
ish
staff,
and sitting there going, "Oh, he's been
going
he's
through
been arrested.
perhaps
He's been
names
arrested." We don't know
victims.
any of that yet, y'all.
These
We haven't
families
heard a
just
damn thing yet.
absolutely,
So
likely
when we hear that,
heartbroken,
you'll hear it in a
anxious.
press
Jack
conference
even
for
said
sure,
some
for
he
sure.
spoke to were angry
Tamster77,
about
thank you
what
so much for the
happened tonight,
$2. I appreciate it.
and
Robert
to
Card,
see that
41
many
year old,
people just
41 years
swarm around
old,
a hospital
retired
in the state of
military
Maine is
officer.
not
Bingo,
something
bingo,
we've
bango.
ever seen
Okay,
before.
real talk,
Never.
real
And do
bloody
we
talk.
have the staff
Ladybug
queued up, guys? I
13,
know
thank you so
Jack
much
had
for being a
spoken with a woman
member
who
for
was
the
just
past
waiting
13
to-
months. I
to
really
hear
do
word on
appreciate
her
it. Oh,
son.
good Lord, not another one of these. This is getting crazy, unbelievable. Exactly. Okay, we haven't covered one of these kinds of tragedies in a very, very long time. And for me, in my personal opinion, I was extremely happy about that. I was like, yes,
shouldn't leave us hanging like
let's keep
this.
with
Just
that
tell us.
momentum. It's been a while since I've talked about
I feel so bad for his
something
wife. I mean,
as
the
massive.
kid, I don't know what's going on with him.
And then it's like they just let up
So
all
just
come
that-
out. 22
that sheer
people
panic,
right now
I
and
can't even
counting
begin to fathom
that
what
have
those
lost their
families are
lives.
experiencing tonight.
60
I
plus
believe we have
people
News
have
Center
been
Maine's
injured
Hannah
on
Cutler,
top of that.
joining us now.
This man
She's live
is
in
on a
Lisbon Falls, where
full-on
there's a lot of police activity there.
terror
Hannah, what are you seeing?
spree, and he's still
Hey,
out
Zach,
here.
Yeah, we've actually changed location.
Out here in these
Before, when we saw you last time, we were
wilderness
across the street
streets.
here. Now we're right in front
Let's
of
not forget
Lisbon High
that, too.
School, which you can see. But we were
Absolutely
actually
crazy in my
instructed to
personal
leave.
opinion.
A sheriff's or an officer
Okay,
came over to us, who was
crazy.
heavily armed, and said, "Do with this
But
information what you will."
let's see what the news has to
we
say
are
now,
working a
because I'm
scene a
sure
half mile away,
they got things
and I don't know
to
how
talk
safe
about.
it is for you to be here. When I asked, "Okay, should we get in our car or leave?" He said, "I would not be here." So Sam and I packed up and came a little bit further away. I want to tell you, though, what happened while we were waiting from my last live shot to this current one. There's a police presence, a strong one, blocking Frost Hill Ave, which is what I told you last time. It's a road that we attempted to go down, but we're turned around. We were trying to get to a boat launch at the end of that road, and now that road is completely blocked off. There is, I don't know, probably 15 police vehicles in total over there, but within like a 5-minute stretch, it really seemed like police were gearing up, loading weapons and putting them on, and then all of their lights went off. That's the only thing we observed before we were instructed to leave. Now, we have been here at Lisbon High School for a few minutes since, and we can't see anything that is happening, but we were told that it is unsafe to be where we were, and so of course we did leave, and we'll continue to keep you updated. For those who missed us last time, we're in Lisbon Falls here. And when we arrived, there was a chopper that's circling. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's still up there. We're going to try to see if we can capture it here for you. It has been circling now for, I don't know, upward near an hour with a spotlight pointing down. So it's definitely, as we've been mentioning this whole time, very active scene here. Androscoggin River is where that boat launch was, we told you, at the end of Frost Hill Ave. The area we're in right now is Lisbon Falls, as I mentioned, but it's the Route 196 junction. It connects a lot of major roads. Lisbon Street, as I think Brian mentioned earlier, it's a major throughway, which is shut down right now, right up at that mobile station. And then the other road is Ridge Road, which is what Frost Hill Ave is off of. So all of these roads are blocked. Every vehicle that's going through, whether it's residents or people just traveling through, are being stopped by police officers asking where they're going. There's lights being shown in cars, and police are just very, very heavily monitoring this area. What that means remains to be seen. But
Yes.
as we've been mentioning this entire time, it's horrible, devastating what's happening to us. And it's not normal. But what is really impressive and reassuring is the response that we've seen throughout the state of Maine to make sure that we're safe. And so I think, as Amanda said earlier, if you are at home, stay at home, lock your doors, be as safe as you can be in the confines of your home. And we'll continue to keep you updated from here. But for now, Zach, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, Hannah Kumler there.
Duck and
kind of give
fucks.
perspective about how far she is from the original
Crazy.
scene. We're talking about 10 miles, about a 20-minute drive
Crazy,
from
crazy,
Lewiston
crazy.
Center. And if Hannah Kumler's still with us, we'd love to talk to her some more about what she's seeing there. Hannah, when you first got there, I think you were pushed back from the scene. Have you been pushed back even further?
No, so originally when we got here, we attempted, Sam Rogers is here with me, to drive down to the boat launch. And there was some police set up down there who instructed us to come back up towards the end of the road. So we went down Frost Hill Ave and we had to come back up to this junction area. We were up kind of staged when I first talked to you guys up by that gas station. And we've just been instructed to leave. And it was kind of like, you know, we were told, do with the information what you will, but it is not safe. And so we have crossed the street down the road a little bit to Lisbon High, and that's where we're situated for now until we hear anything else.
Hannah, you mentioned Lisbon Street, major throughway, that's closed off right now. We're seeing some cars move behind you. Are cars being let through now, or is this mostly just police presence?
I should say, yeah, that's a great distinction, Amanda, that it is closed down. If Sam, can you pan over next to the gas station there? You can see where there's a sheriff's vehicle parked. That's where it stops. So vehicles are allowed to travel up to that point. And then it's kind of, do you live around here? Are you traveling through? And there's kind of almost like a checkpoint situation that's happening. So it's really only roads that are accessible to the Androscoggin River, which is in that direction. So kind of strategic blocks for the police, I'd say.
Hannah Kumler live in Lisbon Falls tonight. Thanks so much. We'll check back in with you in a bit. Of course, the activity there is all related to police trying to track down
this to me is telling me they don't have anybody yet.
This is Robert.
This person is still out here. This monster, Robert Card, is still out here in these streets, up to no good. Okay, let's just keep that a whole buck. Okay, but there is some other stuff I want to share with you guys that I've been receiving real quick, and this I think is very interesting. And of course, you know, I got a lot of stuff flooding in, and I'm hearing that some interesting information about this individual Robert Card. Allegedly, well, I'll say that part. I'll say the part that I need to tell you that I just received a second ago. I'll tell you guys that in a second. But this is some interesting information that they have said so far from the Maine Information and Analysis Center. Okay, active monster. Okay, the Maine State Police is attempting to locate Robert Card as a person of interest regarding a mass tragedy incident at this particular bar, which I don't know how to pronounce. I'm sorry, guys. Shemenigis, maybe it's that Shemenigis Bar and Grill,
right now as well. We're hearing
restaurant and spare time recreation in Lewiston, Maine. So Card is a trained firearms instructor believed to be in the Army Reserve station out of Saco, Maine. Interesting. I know a lot of you guys are like, wait, who is he?
Obviously,
you guys can still hear the audio. Oh, sorry. Hold on, guys. My apologies. Hold on, guys.
We know there's definitely a heavy police presence outside of Central Maine Medical Center.
Sorry about that, guys.
These victims have been
I thought you couldn't. I thought I learned something new. I'm sorry, guys. So real quick, I'm going to tell you guys this again so that you guys know. All right. Because this is all very important information. I apologize for the background noise. Okay. Again, I apologize. Lo siento. Okay. Now, this is very interesting. Okay. And what I just said to you guys before is getting confirmed again. So, Maine Information and Analysis Center, they're saying an active monster. Okay. The Maine State Police is attempting to locate Robert Card as a person of interest regarding a mass tragedy, a large tragedy. Okay. At Schemengees Bar and Grill Restaurant and at the Spare Time Recreation in Lewiston, Maine. Now, one thing that we did say before that has been confirmed here is saying that Card is a trained firearms instructor believed to be in the Army Reserve stationed out of Saco, Maine. So that's one piece that we heard about that we were like, wait, is that true? Who's he hooking? You know, who's he instructing for and all of that? Interesting, right? So according to law enforcement, Card recently reported mental health issues to include hearing voices. I'm sorry, I'm reading this for the first time, guys. Yes, Nicole B. He's an instructor. Yes, this mother lover is an instructor. Okay, but here's something else. He recently reported having mental health issues, including hearing voices and threats to go bang bang, okay, at the National Guard base in Saco, Maine. Card was also reported to have been committed to a mental health facility for 2 weeks during summer of 2023 and subsequently released. Hamburger. Come on, man. Come on, man. And he instructs how to use this y'all. This isn't just a situation where he was just like went and bought it and then, you know, and then he just went off and pew-pewed. He literally instructs people in which how to use it. And apparently he nice with it too. Like what? Man, oh man, hearing voices? And he had threats to do this to the National Guard base. He was also in a mental health facility for 2 weeks this past summer. Literally just a few months ago, y'all. We in fall. Summer was just like 5 seconds ago. Okay, moving on. Card was last known to be operating a Maine registration, his car. Okay, a white Subaru Outback with a black bumper. The subject should be considered, he should be armed, considered armed and dangerous. What is he doing? He's wreaking havoc right now in these streets. Okay, but he's considered armed and extremely dangerous. I'm going to put in armed and extremely dangerous. Okay, caution should be used if contact is made with Card or the vehicle. This is not a man to be played with. Do you understand, ladies and germs? This is not one to play with. Okay? This is not one we should be playing with. All right? Hold on one second. Car found in Lisbon, Maine, at a boat ramp, investigating a man in a red van screaming for his life. That's allegedly what's being said on Facebook right now. Like I said, I'm getting a whole bunch of different things. Update: the rifle is equipped with a high-power night scope. Oh my God! An off-duty officer is familiar with this monster. Hopefully, this is true information that I'm receiving right now. Okay, but I'm just letting you guys know. And apparently, those quotes are coming from a police scanner. But you know how police scanners can be sometimes. Sometimes these police scanners can be exaggerated, okay, or misconstrued, but at the same time, night vision scope. And allegedly, let me read that again. I want to make sure I get this right. Car found in Lisbon, Maine, at boat ramp, investigating a man with a red van screaming for his life. Then there was another update. The rifle is equipped with a high-powered night scope, an off-duty officer is familiar with this monster. Just so you guys know, have mercy. Have mercy. That's all I got to say. Have mercy. Let me see if there's anything else, but those are some updates that I'm sure we all want to know. But this is some crazy stuff. Right now, there isn't any there hasn't been any updates as far as as far as a what's the word? There hasn't been any updates as far as a press conference of any sort. We are still waiting for that. I am looking around to see if there's anything else as far as things said by Maine State Police or anything of that sort. I'm still waiting to see if there's anything there too. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at stuff here. Yeah. I mean, this is a post that was put up 45 minutes ago, so it's kind of old news, but I did say to you guys, he's a trained firearms instructor, believed to be in the Army Reserve. I'll just put this in here so you guys can see this on the side at least. This is a very, very dangerous individual, and this man means business, period.
Good evening. My name is Mike Sawchuk. I'm the Commissioner for the Department of Public Safety here in Maine. We truly do appreciate your patience and your partnership as we work with all of our partners across the law enforcement spectrum at all levels, local, state, county, and federal, to address and investigate these violent crimes that occurred in the city of Lewiston this evening. As you know, this is an experienced group. We won't have a lot of Q&A here this evening. This still is very fresh. It's new. It's new for all of us. And our focus is on the investigation and getting this right the first time. And we're doing that with our partners. And we do appreciate you putting out information from time to time. Moving forward, we would appreciate it if you got that information from us so that we knew that it was accurate. And that is incredibly important for all of us from an investigative standpoint and from a public safety standpoint, that we have a unified front with this information as we release it. The delay in coming here with you now is simply because we have to confirm information from our end. We want to make sure the information we're giving you and the information that goes out to the general public is accurate. So we do have some information here that we will release. It is here on the podium. And this is a general caution to the public that approximately 6:56 this evening, a couple of shooting incidents occurred here with multiple casualties in the city of Lewiston. And police are currently searching for a Robert R. Card, 4/4 of 1983 of Bowdoin. Card is considered armed and dangerous. He is a person of interest, however, and that's what we'll label him at moving forward until that changes. If people see him, they should not approach Card or make contact with him in any way. The shelter-in-place order that currently stands in Lewiston remains. A vehicle, which was a vehicle of interest in this incident, was located in Lisbon, and we are now also asking residents in Lisbon to shelter in place. So please share that information with communities as well. If anybody sees Mr. Card or has any additional information reference to these two shootings in the city of Lewiston, please contact 911. If they see anything suspicious, please feel free to call their local authorities. We have literally hundreds of police officers working around the state of Maine to investigate this case, to locate Mr. Card, who again is a person of interest and a person of interest only. And we'll continue to gather information so that we can bring the suspect to justice and ultimately seek prosecution down the road. This release also includes a photo, which I believe I have seen from various sources. I would also let you know that we have created a reunification location, and that would be at the Auburn Middle School. So in the neighboring community of Auburn at 38 Falcon Drive. Again, that's the Auburn Middle School. And when I say reunification center or location, what that means is that if somebody has a question or they have a concern, they can't find a loved one, they believe that a friend or a family member may be involved in what occurred here tonight in Lewiston, that they could respond to that location. We will have some of our behavioral health liaisons, counselors on site And we'll also be providing information as it becomes available to us. As you can imagine, and as you know, there are multiple scenes in the city to include multiple hospitals, multiple follow-ups, a lot of witnesses we're speaking with, and a lot of leads. The general public has been very cooperative and very forthcoming with information. So I would expect if we have additional information, we'll be happy to come back and share it with you. I know that from the city of Lewiston standpoint, probably going to close City Hall after this briefing and probably move everybody out. But again, we appreciate your partnership and your patience. I would offer to take questions just so you know that I probably won't have answers. And as long as you know that going in, there's no disrespect intended in that. Feel free to ask a couple, and if I think we can get there, then I'm happy to answer those. If not, we do have work to do on behalf of our communities, and that's our primary focus this evening.
There are many specific figures about casualties out there. The sheriff Sampson told me up as many as 20. I just wanted to give you those opportunities to set the record straight on that.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. And I know that there's been a lot of numbers out there. This is a very fluid situation. So the last thing I want to come up is give you a number and then 3 hours from now, change that in one direction or another. So I don't have firm numbers on that. And when I do, we'll be happy to share those with you because it's an important piece of healing and it's an important piece of information for all of us to be aware of. But I don't have a firm number on that.
But at least 16, right?
I think I just answered that question to say that I'm not going to give you any specific numbers. There's been a lot of numbers all over the map all evening, and I don't think that that's helpful because it doesn't help family members. It certainly doesn't help the community to see, well, they just said this and they said that. So if you want accurate information, I'm prepared to give that to you when I have it. I don't have that right now.
Does the suspect have any known criminal history with law enforcement? Is he someone who's been on the radar of state police or local police to your knowledge?
Well, Mr. Card, who we're speaking about right now, is a person of interest and a person of interest only, right? I'm not listing him as a suspect at this point.
Come on.
I'm not prepared to go into his background or anything else that we may be aware of.
But
One more question?
Man.
You're looking for one shooter, correct?
We're looking for this person of interest right now, and that's what we'll label and list and speak about at this particular moment. When we have additional information, I'm happy to share that. So thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, go.
Again, thank you for your time. And I know
Go find him.
Manager O'Malley will make arrangements, I think, to move everybody out of the building. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
These are the flyers that we were mentioning. So here we go. And we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
That was Commissioner for Maine's Public Safety, Michael Soschuk, just briefing the press on what's going on. Really, we didn't get much information out of that.
Zero.
Except that they continue to be searching for 40-year-old
He hasn't been arrested.
Robert Card, who they are calling a person of interest in this.
Just so you guys know.
They did locate a vehicle that they believed he was in Lisbon, but it was empty. So they are asking people in Lisbon to shelter in place while they continue their search. Robert Card is believed to be armed and dangerous. They are also still asking people in Lewiston to shelter in place at this point.
Yeah, the only other major bit of information there was that there is a reunification center they've opened up as well. That's at the Auburn Middle School at 38 Falcon Court, I believe. So they have opened up a reunification center for families there. And in terms of the numbers, our reporting, we just want to be clear here. We are reporting at least 22 people killed in that Lewiston shooting. This is according to NBC News through the Lewiston Police Department. But as you heard there, Michael Soschuk, the Commissioner for Department of Public Safety, was not ready to firmly say just how many. And of course, this is tough for them. We understand taking reporters' questions like that. So they're trying to make sure that information is right before they officially say it. But we just want to be transparent about where that number is coming from on our end.
And of course, we certainly recognize this is very difficult for families to be watching and unsure of whether their loved ones, whether their friends were at Schmenge's or whether they were at Spare Time or somehow caught up in the midst of any of this. Or maybe they have people in Lisbon Falls who are being asked to shelter in place, or in Lewiston being asked to shelter in place. But again, as Zach just mentioned, that reunification center at Auburn Middle School, 38 Falcon Drive. It's going to be a very important place tonight for a lot of these families and friends who don't have any answers. They haven't heard from, their father they tried to call, or their son they tried to call. And so that's a place where you can go to get some information. You can find out more information on a loved one. They also have a behavioral health liaison there, which is going to be very, very important moving forward.
Yeah, in the days and even weeks ahead, it is going to be a process for everyone to come to grips with this, especially those families who are directly impacted. We can't even imagine what they're going through tonight. Again, I do want to pull up this picture. This is the man police say they are looking for tonight, and that is the car they say they did find empty in Lisbon. If you know anything about where Robert Card of Bowdoin is, he's 40 years old. You were asked to call police. They say you can just call 911 if you happen to see him tonight, because this is a manhunt at this point. They are the hundreds of officers from across the state and even New England coming in to try and track this man down. His picture right there on your screen. They are saying he is a person of interest in this case tonight.
And again, if you don't have to go to this reunification center in Auburn Middle School, please stay home. Stay where you are. Shelter in place is the message to everyone right now. But if you are very concerned about your loved ones, if you're maybe waiting outside of Central Maine Medical Center, again, the reunification center they're sending people to is at the Auburn Middle School on Falcon Drive. But again, if you don't have to be out, that's the big message from police is stay at home. Where even Bates,
It's Wednesday night.
College in Lewiston is on lockdown right now. They're telling their students to stay put.
It's Wednesday night.
We're getting a number of schools announcing
Keep your
that
ass at
they're
home.
canceling classes tomorrow. So we will try to get an updated list, but they seem to just be coming in more and more of schools in the greater Lewiston area saying, no, we're not going to bring kids in. It's just not the time for that. So families obviously check with your local school district. You probably received the text message or email tonight, but there are other schools that we have received messages from if you haven't heard from.
Okay, and we know all this stuff. I mean, let's be real. I can only imagine how terrifying it is for a lot of the students that are on campus in the surrounding areas. Even people that are out just going and kicking it, grabbing a beer, just relaxing, trying to have a night for themselves. It is still scary, but take your butts home. That's where it's most safe. Okay. Because they don't know where this guy is right now. And I do have some more updates for you guys as we speak. So away we go. Here it is. The suspect. This is updated information as of 10 p.m. Okay, remember this was as of about an hour ago. Almost 2 hours ago, if I'm correct. Something like that anyway, because they're Eastern Standard Time, just so you guys know. But we do have some more information. The suspect, Robert Card, remains at large and is believed to have ditched his car and taken a small boat from the Peppermill Trail boat launch in Lisbon Falls, Maine. Remember that scanner said that there was some situation going on at the boat, at a boat ramp. Car was located, man in a van screaming for his life. Remember that? Okay. But just giving you some stuff. This is all from a scanner, by the way. So just so you know, he ditched his car. And by the way, he's still at large. Let me just remind y'all, for those of y'all in the nosebleed seats, he's still at large right now. Okay. But now he's in a boat. Yeah. He's in a boat now. And he had taken this boat from the Peppermill Trail. Okay. From the Peppermill Trail boat launch in Lisbon Falls, Maine. If you know anyone in the communities of Lisbon Falls, Sabattis, hopefully I'm saying these correct. Pardon if I'm screwing these up. Lewiston, Maine, advised them to stay indoors and stay out of the downtown areas or areas along the Androscoggin the Androscoggin River. The suspect is considered armed and dangerous. Do not approach if seen. So on and so forth. We already know about all that stuff. Okay. Hopefully I said those cities right, but I've never been to Maine in my life. Let me just be real. But apparently he's on a boat, y'all. Apparently he's on a boat. Allegedly. Let's just say that. Allegedly he's on a boat. He could be trying to get to Canada. He may be trying to get to Canada. I don't know. But they're going to catch him. You get on a boat, like, but then again, I will say this too. This is a man who's ex-military. He's apparently very skilled with his weaponry. I wouldn't be surprised if he's good with living off the fat of the land, outdoorsy type of dude. So this is not the kind of guy. This could be another Danilo Cavalcante situation. You feel me? It could be that again, all over again. Hamburger. Just get the man. Come on.
And offered any, the president offered any federal assistance he can provide to the people. Given the horrific nature of the events, Senator King will be headed to Maine on one of the first flights available. He wants to be home to support Lewiston in any way he can, is saying in a statement there.
And we have heard from, again, a number of different agencies that are involved in this now. The FBI out of Boston, the ATF out of Boston. Of course, the president has been briefed on all of this. Our entire delegation we've heard from tonight. Very real, very hard hitting. And you mentioned the Red Cross and how so many viewers have actually reached out to us saying, how can I help? There's got to be a way to donate blood. And the Red Cross has been working to overcome a blood shortage since mid-September. And they're hoping to be able to provide blood, but they certainly always appreciate people who are willing to donate. Due to this incident, though, the Red Cross Blood Center in Auburn is currently under lockdown, but they will notify scheduled donors if they need to adjust center hours. So something to keep track of tomorrow if you do have an appointment already set up in Auburn. But I'm sure they will be looking for blood donations. So something to keep an eye on tomorrow.
Yeah, meantime, police continue their search for the man they are calling right now just a person of interest in this shooting. He's right there on your screen, 40-year-old Robert Card of Bowdoin. They say he is a person of interest in the mass shooting at Spare Time Recreation and Schmenge's Bar earlier this evening. So if you see Robert Card, you are asked to call police. Police saying you can just call 911. Especially if you feel like there's an unsafe situation. He is considered armed and dangerous, so you should not approach him. But if you see him or know where he might be, please give police a call.
And just a reminder that there is a reunification center that is being set up right now at the Auburn Middle School. That's 38 Falcon Drive. If you're worried about your loved ones, your people, that's the place they're telling people to go right now to get a little bit more information about where that person may be, whether they are affected. Police are certainly working around the clock along with, all of the staff at the hospitals there in Lewiston, plus the hospital Maine Med in Portland. We've heard from them. In fact, Maine Med ready to take any of the patients that they can't handle there in Lewiston, and they have even closed their campus to any outsiders tonight. It's open obviously to their patients, but at this point they're preparing for the worst, and so they're asking anyone else to stay away from their campus tonight.
I want to talk to our folks in the control room right now. Do we have anyone, any of our reporters available? Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, so we are continuing to work to get
flying
more
solo.
information. We have reporters.
That's exactly what y'all doing, flying solo right now, and shooting from the hip and repeating the same things over and over and over again. But the thing is the one thing that I have yet to hear so far is a full explanation of what just happened here. What happened here? I get it that he just walked in, but is there a story behind this? Because it just seems so odd that he just pulls up and walks into this facility. Then he goes into another facility, and then he goes into a Walmart. like that, and it's multiple places. It's more than just one incident. He caused many different incidents. Like, that's crazy. To me, that's absolutely crazy. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can get a scanner thing going on real quick. See what it do.
McDonald's.
It's got me playing a doggone ad. Hold on one second, guys, because I'm gonna try this.
Breakfast sandwich for just $4.69 at McDonald's. I know that whatever I choose, it'll be a winning hand. Today's draw, two of a kind.
Gotta love the ba-da-ba-ba-bas. Be done already. Come on. Shimon, baby. Okay. Got a scanner going now. And welcome to the family, Mara. wrong button. Sorry, but yes, I'll still. Yeah, Mara. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for your support. And just like Mara, you can go and hit that join button down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. We talk about a lot of things on this channel, by the way. Okay.
That's correct. Do you have any description?
There we go. We have the scanner.
Will you get a description? That's right.
But as I was saying, we talk about everything on this show. If you want to support the channel, hit that join button down below. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Hit that like and subscribe button as well. I mean, obviously, the scanner is going to be playing along for a little while. Okay. Oh, wow. Mara, thank you so. Wow. Now I'm going to use the horn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mara just gifted 10 memberships. Christmas came early to 10 of y'all. Thank you so much, Mara. And everybody in the chat, if you can, show her some love by putting in a purple heart emojis. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm sure there's not going to be a whole lot unless there's some major activity going on as far as the as far as the scanner goes. Okay. Thank you for the purple heart emojis for those gifts. Those are all greatly appreciated. Jesus. Residents of Lisbon, Maine have also been ordered to shelter in place. Of course, he has yet to be, Robert Card has yet to be located. Just so you guys know. But the town 8 miles away from Lewiston, where the suspect's vehicle was located, and that's where the suspect's vehicle was located, which was 8 miles away from Lewiston. So apparently they said that given this man is tactical as hell. Like I said, this is 5-0's worst nightmare because he's an outdoorsy dude. He's also a boater. And it's also believed that he could have used his maritime vessel to escape. So this is 5-0's worst nightmare. Literally, this is John Rambo, except not a hero. Like, this is the bad guy. This is the bad version of Rambo. Yeah. So, yeah. Just so you guys know, this is not this is not going to be an easy catch. This is not going to be an easy catch for 5-0, and that's unfortunate. It's going to be all a matter. It's going to be all a matter of him making some very, very big, stupid-ish mistake.
25. Oral PD is looking for an assist in our general vicinity here in the building. They've got a information complaint over on Lupin Way. The gentleman walking around banging on doors, claiming that he's Bangor PD. No description of him, and they believe he's left the area, possibly on our side of campus now. Pretty simple. Did you say we've got no description? Yeah, correct.
Yeah, Brenda. That part. Another one, guys. Another one. Hamburger. I'm telling you, this is going to be another freaking, it's like MacGyver. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is another MacGyver. And this time, but then again, you never know. He might slip up. He really might slip up. He might screw up, because let's be real. He went on boat, y'all.
So did they have him in the development right there off Rangeley?
He went on boat. He went on water.
Just hang up and follow them now. You can disregard. They're all set. They got him. Simple. Yeah, 25. You want me still finishing the science here, anybody? Yeah, 10-4, that's fine.
One thing that aggravates me too is that they didn't say anything about a possible second person. They just said, we can't answer that right now. We don't, you know what I mean? But I feel like they don't know everything as of yet. They don't know everything, right? Well, let's hear this.
Not what we're used to seeing. Certainly what Lisbon Falls is not used to seeing. You can see this is Lisbon Street that you're looking at, a car maybe turning around here at the gas station. It's just a familiar sight, kind of what we've been dealing with tonight. So we'll continue to keep you updated. Not entirely sure what's happening. Only can say that an officer did approach us and said that they were working a scene about a half mile away. And that's when they instructed us to get some distance from where they were at, just for safety reasons. So.
Yeah, and Hannah, by looking at those cars that we just saw in that shot there, it looked like they are unmarked police vehicles of some kind. Just looking at those vehicles pulling into the gas station there. Obviously, we don't know if something's happening at the gas station or if maybe it's kind of more of a staging area just because it's the outside edge of the area they've closed off. But Hannah, thanks so much.
We've had multiple staging areas. The Colisée in Lewiston. There were certain streets in Lewiston. We've seen them stage outside of Central Maine Medical Center. Obviously, they were staged outside of Spare Time for a while, and Schmeggy's as well. And again, this speaks to that large police presence. This is something that's kind of pulled all hands on deck at this point. Commissioner Michael Joshchuk saying hundreds of police officers are involved in this search for 40-year-old Robert Card. He is the person of interest. He is the person that police are looking for.
Yeah, and not just hundreds of officers working tonight. We have a lot of healthcare professionals responding in this situation. News Center Maine's Jack Molmid has been outside Central Maine Medical Center throughout the evening. And earlier, Jack, there were a number of family members or friends outside of the hospital there kind of waiting for information. They've since announced a staging area for them to go, but are there still folks there?
Hey, Zach and Amanda. There's barely anybody really trickling in and out here at the Central Maine Medical Center, right where we've been for the last 2 hours or so. But like you said earlier, about 2 hours ago, there were dozens of family members, parents, people lining up to give their information to people working here at the hospital about their loved one to see if their loved one was involved or
I got something to give you guys, and this
in any
is
of these shootings. You know, we spoke with people
very
who
sad.
were just confused and frustrated over what was
I-
happening here too. But over the past 2 hours, it's really just been a slow trickle of people in and out of here. Obviously, people walking inside were affected by this in some capacity. Either they have a loved one who is being treated here at the Central Maine Medical Center, or they have a loved one, unfortunately, who passed away. Again, it was 22 people killed.
Okay, so I got something here, and I wish I had it. I could share it to you guys on camera, like on the screen. But there's something I need to share with you guys, and I don't know if this is entirely true. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can bring this up on the screen, because it's not good. It's not good. And it's really breaking my heart. I hope to God it's not true. But I need to share it with you guys regardless. Okay. Now, I don't know how I don't know how entirely true this is, man. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just looking at something, because I don't know how true this is. Hold on.
20 children. So
They even said it in the freaking clip. All right, let me share it with you guys. I'm sharing this clip with you guys. I don't know how much of this is true. It's you know, I know that there's a lot of information that's floating around like crazy, but one of the things that's being said right now, and I'm sharing it with you guys because I want you to know that I'm not, you know, I want you guys to see it too, not just me reading it off of other screens and stuff. But they're saying the owner of the bowling alley, okay, believes 100 people were in the bowling alley at the time of the actual tragedy. And they're saying including 20 children. So there could be a multitude of children that lost their lives in this tragedy, all in one spot. So, yeah.
of these shootings, the owner of the bowling alley says he believes at least 100 people were inside there, including 20 children. So of these shootings.
So 20 children were inside that building. There have been 22. I mean, I'm hearing through the grapevine that there's been like 27, but that's through the grapevine. I don't know how much of that is true. 27 people that have their lives have been claimed. But I don't know about all that. I'm just going to be completely real with you. But 20 kids were in that bowling alley, and now you see what I'm saying. So you guys do the math. I don't know if I can actually say it out loud without getting choked up myself. So I hope that's not true. I hope that's a lie. Of all things, I hope that's a bloody lie. But let's continue here. I need to, you know.
And this news is just coming out as of a few minutes ago, so we're slowly seeing people arrive here on scene. either bringing their questions or their concerns. And we also want to mention, as I'm sure you have been hearing tonight, Lewiston isn't the only place to, stay inside, be safe. Also Lisbon, both stay inside in those locations. And again, this location in Auburn is safe with the police officers here. Now, I want to toss to some sound that we heard from the commissioner, just talking about all the police that have been involved in this effort to keep everyone safe and find the suspect.
We have literally hundreds of police officers working around the state of Maine to investigate this case, to locate Mr. Card, who again is a person of interest and a person of interest only. And we'll continue to gather information so that we can bring the suspect to justice and ultimately seek prosecution down the road.
And they got nothing.
And again, some of those police officers here tonight, I will give you that address again, 38 Falcon Drive, Auburn Middle School. This is a reunification center. If you have questions, concerns, looking for a loved one, this is the place to be. Brian and Lee, I'll toss things back to you.
All right, Alex, thank you very much. And Alex, standing by probably described
try that
as
again.
a reunification center. And
There we
for the
go.
woman that Jack spoke with and that we just saw, this kind of streamlines the process, if you will, to get the information to the people who are missing their loved ones, don't know if they're okay, have questions about getting status updates on them, and instead of trying to find all of the people, picking a central location, getting them there, and then there's one place for everybody to get the information that they need and they so desperately obviously deserve.
And certainly you imagine also helps the law enforcement side of getting the names of the people who need to be contacted and coordinated and all of that. We're talking about a lot of people tonight. 22 people is what NBC is reporting through Lewiston Police. But as we heard in the briefing that we were so anxiously waiting for a while from the Commissioner of Public Safety, not committing to a number at this point. And certainly can appreciate that perspective and can appreciate your perspective of wanting a number, needing some information to hold on to.
And at the same time, as a Mainer, as somebody watching,
80
I
injured.
wanted to hear him say 22,
Wow.
right? Because I wanted to not think it might be more.
Right.
Right. And obviously hoping less, but I was hoping to hear something more definite, clearly understanding why the commissioner can't do that. So many things going on. First and foremost, they still don't have Robert Card. He's the suspect. He's the person of interest.
The piece of trash is on the run.
He's the person of interest. There he is, 40 years old, born April 4th, 1983. He is the one that the police are looking for.
Man, that's a hard 40.
We're at 12:06 and a half.
Damn.
On Thursday morning, and we still have not found this man,
Hard
which is why the
40.
shelter in place is in place in so many places to keep everybody safe. This started in Lewiston at 6:56 tonight, so 5 hours ago plus. And we're still going, looking for him. They thought they maybe they found his car anyway in Lisbon at the boat launch on Frost Hill Road in Lisbon. The car was found, but he was not with the car. So, and it's been relatively quiet, if you will, the chatter about where they're seemingly looking for him next. So that's obviously a point of concern because right now they don't have him. And until they have him, we don't know where he is. So.
Right, and I think in those, we know in those kind of initial first few hours after we learned about this, there were reports of a group of police officers here, a group of police officers there, and there was that feeling of this is very wide, and there is at least I think a breath of calm now that we're not hearing as much as that. To your point, we've seen these focused areas.
Well, one thing I want to ask is. Because I'm looking, while we're listening to this stuff, and obviously I know that they're saying the same old ish over and over and over again, but you guys are saying that, that ain't 40, Tina. That ain't 40. That better not be 40. Y'all scaring me. Shoot. Okay. But still, that's a horde 40. Oh my Lord. He's had like I say, moisturize, SPF, whatever you know what I'm saying? Sunscreen, honeys, and moisturize. That's all I say. Okay? Damn. But let me just say this really quick. I'm hearing that the number has gone up. You guys are saying it in the chat, but I don't see it anywhere So I need to know. Somebody send that link to me. You know what I'm saying? Damn right, black don't crack. We've been known that though. Come on now. We've been known that. But at the same time, can somebody send me a link of that? Because I'm looking at everybody. I looked at a couple other news sites, news live streams that are going on right now as we speak. All of them still saying 22. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here trying to run around being like, yeah, you know, I want to put the numbers up. Hell no, I don't want the numbers to go up. Okay? I don't. But if there is an update, where are you getting this update? Because I've yet to see it anywhere else. Okay? Yes, I am actually 97 years old. Okay. But yes, if you guys know where if you guys could let me know where y'all found that, let me know, because I want to know so I can give you guys a proper update as well. Yep. Okay. So Ashley just said, yep. Where did you go? Where did she go? Yep. They all still say 22. Okay. So like I said, that's news to me. And I'm trying to see if there's any more updates. Okay. Yeah, I'm drinking holy water. I bathe. I actually marinate in a vat of olive oil every night for at least 8 hours. I can't go less than 8 hours. Okay. At least 8 hours. And then I'm ready to go. All right. But still, moisturize and hydrate and quit drinking so damn much, y'all. Your skin will thank you. Your body will thank you too. Let me just say that. Okay. But so my thing is that I would love to have some more updates, some new updates on all this, but I have yet to see. Damn right, Danny. Just reeking of nothing but house salads and breadsticks. But yes, love to know some updates because I've yet to hear anything. Okay. Unless they say something now. Let's see.
And who's just looking at it, and as we get that confirmed, we'll have that there as well.
Well, especially because we're reading to you in real time. So as soon as we hear it, we're just literally going in one and out the other. And it's not just schools. The Lewiston DMV will be closed tomorrow. They announced that a little over an hour ago. So that's not a school.
Let me see if there's anything else going on. Let me just look, look around for a second, because this is absolutely crazy. And let me see this. Let me try this instead.
An easy way to disseminate all the information that we're throwing at you in real time here. Our reporters are scattered all over the place.
It's the same, sorry. It's the same doggone feed. They just lied to me.
For the morning, have now.
It's the same doggone feed. Ain't that about to be?
Reschedule that. So again, an emphasis on their resources and their energy needs to be on these things and caring for these patients.
You and I talked about this, and Commissioner Soschuk touched on it as well. We keep showing you pictures of Robert Card, the person of interest here. We've been, these are from surveillance cameras. They're in the area, either of Schmenges or of Spare Time. I'm not sure exactly where. That's the bowling alley. So from there, so we're showing you these pictures so you can be aware. But the commissioner was very clear. We're not looking for anybody to go find him. We're not looking for people to be on the lookout for him, because you're not supposed to be anywhere. But just in case you happen to find yourself in a position where you do come across him or see something, or even the commissioner was very clear, if you see something that might be, you don't have to be definite about it. If you think might be, then you would share that, and that way that might help close the gap.
Oh, good
here
God.
On where he is and how to find him. But again, do not approach. He is considered, in the commissioner's words, to be armed and dangerous. And stay away if you do see him, but certainly pass it along to somebody who might be able to help.
He is still.
Chris Costa has also been very busy.
Just so you guys know, he is still on the run. So if anybody's out here saying, oh, he's been arrested, has he been arrested? I heard that he was arrested. He has not been arrested. Trust me, if he was arrested, we would have been known and heard something by now through everybody out here. Okay, let me hear what they got to say really quick.
So do you want to tell me? Were you on campus when any of these events happened?
No, I was off campus when I heard about the first reports that there was an active shooter in the Lewiston area, and have been just monitoring the situation since.
How are you feeling right now?
I am feeling all of the things that people feel when their community has been attacked. I am somewhat in shock, even though
Really?
we've been saying that these things can happen anywhere, and they often happen in.
Hold up. JLR just said that he was arrested. Where did he say that? On his own page? On his YouTube channel? I don't believe that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't believe all that. Where did he say that? Let me see for myself. Yeah, I don't see anything about him being arrested any time soon. I don't see it even on that too, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't believe that. And no disrespect to him. I'm just saying, until I hear it from 5-0 themselves or from the news or a press conference, they wouldn't be showing this over and over again. I feel like they would have been like, he has been detained, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Carr, the man they've been looking for the past 3 hours, has been detained. They'd be saying it over and over again. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe all that. Wherever, if he got it from if you got it from him, or if you got it from somewhere through him or whatever, no, they still out here trying to find this dude. Now they could be circling and surrounding the dude right now, but that doesn't mean that he's been arrested. Do you know how many times Danilo Cavalcante was circled, was like surrounded by 5-0, and he was able to slip right through the cracks because of whatever screw ups they made? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I was going to say DIY. I have not seen it anywhere, and I'm going to entertain it only until I hear it from a source that we are watching or from a press conference. Because right now people were saying all kinds of things just about an hour and a half ago. Right when I started, everyone was sitting there saying, oh yeah, he's been arrested. And then there was a press conference 45 minutes later saying he hasn't been arrested. They're still trying to catch the guy. Trust me, I would love to have this guy arrested right now, because he's up to no good and he's going to do some really bad things, period. This is still a very armed and very dangerous dude. And if he did take the lives of children in this situation, oh my God. He has zero care for human life, period, of all kinds. Okay? So, let me see here.
Hey, Lee and Brian, apologies. We're just doing a quick little reset as Hannah Kumler and I have been on scene here by Lisbon High School for about an hour or so. Just want to get everyone up to speed with what we are seeing here. As you can see, cars are still traveling through Lisbon Street. Ridge Street was just reopened about a few minutes ago. We've been able to see police letting cars go this way off my left shoulder. Again, Lisbon Street here in Lisbon Falls going towards Lisbon Center has been closed off. You can see an officer off my right shoulder has been turning drivers away, again, since we've been here, keeping this area contained. I don't think you're able to hear it on my microphone, but again, a chopper and helicopter has been circling the Androscoggin River, looking for something, whether it's that person of interest. We did get here with the plan of going to a boat launch down Frost Hill Avenue. That's about half a mile, maybe closer to a mile in our east-southeast direction. We weren't able to get all the way down that way. Hannah Kumler behind me is seeing, yeah, it's going to be really tough to see, but that chopper is heading over our left shoulder. And before we even got here, we drove from Portland up to Sabattis, just trying to find anything related to this investigation. And we saw, as we got closer to Lewiston and Auburn, it seemed like almost every mile or two, a cruiser pulled off the side of the road near an exit, near a turnaround, with the spotlight facing onto the roadway, trying to find any vehicle that matched any description of that person of interest. Now, a few minutes ago, or longer than that, it seems, when the public safety commissioner was addressing the people of Maine, he said that this area where we are in has just been ordered as a shelter in place. And you know, it's well after midnight at this point. Lisbon Falls, not exactly that busy, but we have seen a slight decrease in activity. Brian and Lee, we'll check back in with you in a few minutes.
All right, Sam.
Sam, thank you.
Okay, so let me just say this really quick, because I saw I guess he posted a video an hour ago stating that he was captured and showed someone being handcuffed. The interesting thing is, hold on.
Actually there tonight, it was what I didn't hear. It's shock. It's shock. It's hard for me to explain. And yeah, and I want them to be able to go home and hold their families and go to sleep and wake up and cope with it tomorrow.
By bus.
Say again?
Who is it that's arriving by bus?
So what we did is we took the witnesses of the two locations. We actually brought them to a holding area so we can interview them, clear them, and then we wanted to bring them all over here so they can have what we call a reunification process with their loved ones, which is the proper way to do it. We wanted to make sure that evidence could be gathered and the proper protocol could be followed.
Can you talk to us about the different ages of the witnesses? Were there kids that witnessed?
Yes. It's all ages. It was all ages.
All ages.
I just talked to some teenagers, and it was all ages.
And what can you say about the law enforcement officers working this very serious situation?
It's unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable. We have our entire force out here right now for the city of Auburn, plus Lewiston, county, state. Everybody is here. That's one thing about Maine. And if you're not from Maine, you won't understand it. But when someone's in need, everybody comes, and everybody has come to this. I've got Poland Volunteer Rescue in the back helping people in case they need it. I mean, this is an all hands on deck situation. So yeah, you can train for this. You can never be completely prepared. But I've been talking to a lot of our officers tonight, and we all should be proud of them.
And that support from just beyond the region, beyond Maine, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot of phone calls from around the country, text messages out from folks, and everybody knows about this. Obviously, made national news. But at this point, we're going to really focus inside of our community. We're going to heal our community. We're going to persevere. We're going to get through this. And it's no time not to. So it will take a while. Something like this doesn't just get solved overnight. Nobody can expect it to. But we got a really strong community. We've overcome a lot, and we'll overcome this.
Jason, what's the scene like in there right now?
There?
Yeah.
Relief. It's really relief. If you think about it, I mean, this is a happier place right now in the entire area. This is a reunification center where people, witnesses saw traumatic events are coming together with their family and loved ones who were worried to death about them, and they're coming together. So it is happy. But on the flip side of the happiness, what you're seeing the turmoil and the trauma that they're going through, especially the witnesses. And that, unless you've been there, you can't really understand. You can't really describe, frankly, other than you can feel empathy for them. And that's what we're going to try to do here.
Where were the witnesses between the events and now?
They're an undisclosed location, centralized, safe location. We brought them there, and obviously police did too as we're clearing the scene. It's going to be a long process to clear the scenes. But then, we brought them once everything was settled. We can bring them back here safely, and obviously all the statements were taken and so forth. That needs to happen. So, I mean, investigation is investigation, and that's a paramount importance at this time.
Mayor, forgive me for asking. In other
mass shooting incidents in other parts of the country, the reunification point has sometimes been a moment where a loved one comes to the tragic realization that their relative didn't make it.
Yes.
Have any of those interactions taken place here tonight?
Yes. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, no kidding.
What sort of the process have the hospital workers been working to connect more and more people?
I don't know, a gun.
I haven't talked with the hospital directors or emergency room staff. They're extremely busy, and we all need to respect that. They are working with known victims right now, whether it be casualties or fatalities, and they're going to work through that process, the appropriate guidance, mental health support networks that we have. We actually have trained professionals here from the state police as well as local churches that are trained in crisis response that are actually helping people through this.
How long can we expect the center to be open?
Until it's done.
Anything else? Words right out of my mouth.
All right, let's
Okay. Hold on. Let me see what they got to say.
at the Reunification Center, which is at Auburn.
Okay. Reunification Center. There is something else I did want to share with you guys in the meantime. Now, of course, this is crazy. And I can only imagine what the mayor's going, like the town itself is feeling right now. I'm sure they're all absolutely shocked. But we do have some updates here, just a few things, because right now they're still saying a few things that are still maintaining the same thing. Like nothing's changed as far as the numbers of people and all that. They're saying, it's yeah. So again, it's frustrating, but this is just a post from another news reporter, and they're saying, okay, another mass tragedy. This is not how you wanted. This is not how I wanted this day to end. I'm sorry I had to tell you about it. One of the locations the gunman went into tonight in Lewiston, Maine, was a bowling alley, which we already know. Multiple reports say that bowling alley is used for Wednesday night events for teenagers. So a lot of people are fearing that this has to do with, like, a lot of the casualties that came from the bowling alley are of kids. Yeah. So that kind of hurts to hear that. Regardless, it's hurts to hear it. Adults, kids, it doesn't matter. It still just hurts. But still, this man in here, this monster, walked right in this mug and did these things. And he took a lot of people's lives. And so I'm just giving you guys a little bit of an update for now, because I may be turning in here soon. But I wanted to give you guys the updates of what we know so far. There's obviously not going to be another press conference until maybe first thing in the morning. I don't know. This could go on throughout the night. This could end tonight. We don't know. But this guy, if we have the information correct here, this is a very skilled individual. Clearly, he's good with a weapon. He knows his way around a boat. He knows his way outdoors. He's apparently has been a well-trained military, well-trained from the military. So this is not good. And it's not good for 5-0. It's not going to be easy for them to catch this guy. But I also will say this, though, too, real quick. There's been a weird theme going on recently. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there's been so many monsters out on the lam. So many. You got the dude that took the life of the judge on the run. Still haven't heard anything about that guy, Pedro Argote. We have the other guy who just unalived his wife in the house, leaving her there for the kids to find her in the bedroom. He's still out on the lam. Okay, Pennington. Okay, I don't know why I'm forgetting his first name, but Pennington, okay, is his last name. Took the life of Brianne Pennington. Okay, like there's 4 convicts on the run right now. They escaped from jail. I mean, there's just so many, yo, so many. It's insane. And now we got this dude out on the run. And just a little bit ago, we had another dude, 2 other people on the run. You know what I'm saying? Like, diggity damn. Okay. This is crazy. Okay. So, wanted to give you guys this update really, really quick. So, it's like a weird theme that's going on, man. It's weird. We got this new fad. It's just, we're going to go out on a lamb. It just doesn't make any sense. What's up with this trend? It's weird. But here's some updates, okay? His car was found 8 miles from the scene, like I told you guys, okay? And this is all from the scanner, from people reading the scanner and then, transcribing that and putting that on the internets. But that's the information that we have also about the car. According to local reports out of Lewiston, Maine, there are 22 fatalities and 60 more that were hit during a mass tragedy, which we already know. But we're hearing in upwards of 80s, in the 80s, guys. That's what we're hearing through the internet. I don't know if that's entirely true either. But again, 22 so far. They have not said anything about a new number of fatalities. They have not said that yet, just so you guys know. And I hope that they don't. I hope it stays at 22. Please let it stay that. Just let everybody be okay. All right. Numerous emergency personnel and authorities are responding to an active monster. We already know that. Reports indicate that at least 16 people, possibly more. We already know about all that. He had been at multiple locations. He had been active in multiple locations. Okay. Emergency alert has been issued asking people to avoid the area and shelter in place as the suspect is still at large. Now, helicopter is searching for Craig and them. He looked like a Craig. Anyway, they're still searching for Robert Card in Lisbon, Maine. Hundreds of police officers and federal agents are currently in Lisbon, Maine, searching for suspect Robert Card. The suspected Lewiston mass monster is still missing after his abandoned car was found a 20-minute drive away from the scene of this tragedy or tragedies. An hour later, a chopper is flying over the scene, hoping to catch a glimpse of the suspected 40-year-old horde 40-year-old monster. Okay. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. First post, blah, blah, blah. This is all stuff that we already know. I just talked to you guys about the possibility of it being a mass amount of children that this man may have taken out. Yeah. Several fake videos of arrests are being shared online, mainly on X, alleging that the suspect has been arrested. Even I saw these videos as well. Okay. Even I saw those videos as well of guys getting arrested, and everyone's like, yo, this is crazy. Here's the dude. And it says Maine, like Lisbon, Maine, or, Lewiston, Maine, or something like that. No, those are not real. Those are not real at all. They're old videos that people are like recycling and throwing out, and that's ridiculous. Okay. Another thing, again, I did talk to you guys about this before. Actually, I'm going to pull it up because I think that hits a little bit better. And all this stuff that we're hearing here is all repeated stuff that we've already talked about before. But I do want to share with you guys this here that was shared and that was given. Let's take a look at this really quick. Again, this is from the Maine Information and Analysis Center. Of course, they put out an alert or put out a post basically saying active monster. The Maine State Police is attempting to locate Robert Card as a person of interest regarding a mass tragedy incident at the Schemengees. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. Schemengees Bar and Grill Restaurant and the Spare Time Recreation in Lewiston, Maine. Now, he is trained in firearms, so he is a trained firearms instructor, believed to be in the Army Reserve stationed out of Saco, Maine. So he's very skilled. Again, according to law enforcement, he recently reported mental health issues that included hearing voices and threats. And I guess he made threats to bang bang up the National Guard base in Saco, Maine. He was also reported to have been committed to a mental health facility for 2 weeks this past summer and was subsequently released. Was also last known to be operating. We already know about the car, but apparently he's ditched that car. Okay, but this is a guy, and then of course the fish. He got the damn fish. Look at the fish. This is an outdoorsy dude. Clearly, this is an outdoorsy individual with a serious, severe, and very dangerous mental health issue. And he's armed and very dangerous. And he knows how to move out here in these wilderness streets. And that is a combination for a very, very bad time for law enforcement. This is worse than Danilo Cavalcante. Just so you guys know. This is worse because he is suited and booted. He is locked and loaded. And I'm sure he's got enough supplies and resources in his back pocket and in his backpack or satchel or whatever the hell he took with him while he's out on a lam. This is basically Rambo Part 1, except he's really bad and very, very dangerous. This is insane. But a little bit of a change of gears. Mara, thank you so much for gifting 10 Pascal Show memberships. Thank you so very much. Thank you. That really does mean a lot. Thank you so very much. I got a couple things I want to grab here too. Tyler, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Rob Slack, thank you so much for being a member for the past 9 months. It's been 9 months already, Rob. Damn. Always with the amazing coverage, Pascal. I've said it here many times. Best in the business. Thank you so much. Someone get this man his own TV spot. It's coming one day, baby. It's coming one day. It's coming one day. We're just, don't hold your breath, but it's coming one day. And when it does, it's going to be oh so sweet. I look forward to it. But aside from that, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the members' chats. And thank you for the encouragement, Rob. I appreciate it. But still, at the end of the day, we have a very dangerous individual out here in these streets. God knows where he's going, but he clearly has a plan. And now the question is, are 50 going to be able to predict what his plans are so that they can, you see what I'm saying, interfere and get this man locked up for good? I'm telling you right now, if there's any more information, anything popping off with this, trust and believe. For a fact, I'll be watching. First thing in the morning, I'm gonna be looking in. I mean, even tonight, before I rest my weary little head tonight, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on what's going on with this whole thing. But I don't know if they're gonna get him tonight. But then again, I've been very wrong and pleasantly surprised a million times over. But if this guy is as crafty as he is, if he's as trained as he is, and if he keeps to his training and keeps it perfect almost, I think it's going to be hard to get him right off the bat. They might wait and retire or something till the following morning, something like that, because there's a lot you can't do when it's pitch black. So we'll see what happens in the morning. You see what I'm saying? We'll see what happens when the sun is actually up, right? At least that's what I'm hoping for. And real quick, I haven't talked about this really at all. So I'm gonna bring this up now. And so this is a little bit of an ask for you guys. It's a little bit of a left turn, but I did want to bring this up to you guys. And Thumper, thank you so much for the 2. I really do appreciate the super chat, super sticker. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for the support. But I did want to share with you guys this right here. Okay. I am in the middle of putting together a Christmas special, a holiday special for all of you guys. And it's going to be something fun, exciting, entertaining, and it's going to allow us to turn our brains off for like a hot minute. Because I know the world is like just going down in a barrel, burning cat piss, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff. There's memoirs and people dropping bombshells on each other and, exposing the truth and lying and not exposing the truth and all that stuff. And we've been covering so many things on this show, on this channel, but I haven't really gotten a chance to really just have some fun and have us all just laugh for a little bit, okay? And I could really use the help because I really love making people laugh and making y'all have a really good time. If you haven't seen the shorts and the skits that I've been putting out, trickling out over the past couple days, you can get at least an idea of what is in store for the upcoming special that I'm planning on putting together. So any little bit helps. Seriously, any little bit helps. And let me just make sure this is tagged to the top of the chat real quick, because I would love for you guys to go over and contribute if you can. Actually, thank you. Thank you, Debbie, I'm going to pin yours instead of mine. Thank you so much, because I appreciate the energy. Okay. And right now the numbers are kind of dismal, and I'm not sitting here saying that that's bad. I'm just saying, I just want to bring awareness to it, and hopefully you guys can contribute. Because I'm like, if everybody just donated $5, that creates one wonderful dent in making a possible really fun and exciting special actually come to a reality. Is a dream of mine. I would love to do it. I think it would be really fun and just something different. And I think that's what we need, I think that's what we need more than anything. So please go check those out. Please go check out my skits. Like Sadie just said, the skits are awesome. Me and my mom laughed so hard at the Children of the Corn skit. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the thing is I haven't really been putting the full length version of some of them on the YouTube channel, because I didn't want to throw you guys off too much. And you're like, what is this? I don't want to watch this. And, I didn't want to lose you guys from just posting the longer versions of these skits. But I do have not the Children of the Corn skit, but I do have longer versions of like when the black guy survives the horror flick type thing. So just letting you guys know about that. Okay. I am wanting to do something really fun, really something special for this year. We got past 100,000 subscribers. It's time to turn things up a notch and give you guys a more three-dimensional show, in a more three-dimensional platform, not just me talking about gloom and doom all the time. And I know that's necessary, but it's also necessary to have a little bit of fun and have a laugh or two. So that's exactly what I want to have happen. If you guys can help, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay. Real quick, I got a couple super chats, so let me get these. My Miracle Mama, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you. What's the world coming to, Pascal? I can't bear the grief for all the people who lose their loved ones in these heinous ways. Yeah, I am really shocked. I will say though, and I know this might sound a little morbid, but I get nervous now more than ever because of everything because of everything that's been going on overseas. There's been so much tension going on. And in my mind, I keep thinking, God, I would hate for anything bad to happen here or anywhere else. Man, I would just want peace. I just want peace and everyone to have what they need. Everyone to be happy, right? I just didn't expect it to happen like this. And I'm wondering what's going on in his mind in all that. I'm wondering if he has a manifesto and all that BS too. You know what I mean? You got to ask these questions, unfortunately, because it just seems like that's part of the MO, which is kind of trash in my personal opinion. Thumpers, thank you so much for the 5. Where's the member button? I want to be a member. Love Pascal show. Thank you so much. The members button, it just says join down below. If you go down there, it's underneath. I don't even know where it is, actually. It's right underneath the subscribe button and the like button and all that. It just says join in blue. Okay. In blue writing. So go check it out if you can. That would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate the support. And again, thank you for the super chat. And yeah, again, just not changing things. I'm still giving you guys stories. I'm still, I'm actually got something for you guys in the next couple days. That's a really nicely produced story that I'm going to be telling you guys. And hopefully that's going to be something that I do every week. But we will see on that. Mara, wow. Again, thank you so very much. Wow. I'm just going to, might as well. You know what I'm saying? Might as well do the horn. Do it again. Thank you again, Mara. Thank you so much. That really, really means a lot. Thank you. Let me see who got the memberships up in this piece. Kim, welcome. Dominic, Deborah, Chin, Zach, Lane, Fizz, Ale. Let's see. Gina, Nurse, Remy. Welcome all of you. Welcome all of you. Hopefully I said everybody, but thank you so much. Yeah, the world is kind of getting crazy. Getting just even more nuck and futz. And it's really, really sad. And frustrating because we need to start figuring out ways to have more openness about our mental health. But at the same time, I mean, that's kind of like the easy way of saying things. That's the easy way out. There's a lot of issues here. And we need to have conversations. What those conversations are, I feel like it's a lot of hard-hitting questions that all need to be met in the middle, listened and talked through and talked out. But we're living in a very crazy time, and it's just getting crazier. And especially with all the stuff that's going on overseas, it has trickled over into other corners of the world, including our corner of the world on American soil. It just gets crazier. And, I'm just hoping that I was not hoping, I just was not wanting to hear or report something like this at all today, at all. And it is really, really sad. And of course, we are still waiting to hear more information. But when that information does come out, I'll let you guys know, regardless how easy or hard the conversation is. You guys will find out from me. And of course, if this manhunt is still going on first thing tomorrow morning, we will be watching it. Hopefully there'll be more information, more background information about this Mother Lover 2, which I'm sure a lot of y'all would want to know that too. Okay. But guys, that is the show. Oh, Thumper, she finally found it. Congratulations. Hey, welcome to the family, Thumper Z. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you so much for the support. But guys, yes, please, again, go over to my GoFundMe. Go check that out. Support if you can. That'd be amazing. Love to do a really great holiday special for you guys. If you like the Halloween skits that have been thrown out to you guys, there's many more of those kind of things where that came from. Trust and believe. So please support if you can. I would really love to do something really dope for you guys this year. Okay. But before we get going, don't forget to hit that like button down below, please and thank you. Hit it. I'm praying for all the victims right now. All of them. I'm praying for all of them. I just hope it stays at 22, but we'll find out more tomorrow when the sun comes up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook as well. I know you Facebook fam are growing. Thank you so much for being out there watching this show. I really do appreciate the support. Please be sure to hit that follow button, okay? Hit that subscribe button on YouTube as well. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can join my Patreon, patreon.com/thepascalshow, or you can simply just go and hit that join button, just like a lot of you guys have become members and part of the family tonight. It's been greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the support, guys. But anyway, it is time to get going. I know this is hard to say right now, given the fact that it's been a very heavy conversation and a heavy topic, and we still don't know everything, but please try to do something positive before you go to bed tonight. I know that's a lot to ask for 15 seconds before you put your head on your pillow, but please just do something positive. I don't know. Just hug somebody and tell them you love them. Whatever it is, just do what you need to do to just kind of shake this off a little bit. It's still going to be in your mind. You're still going to be praying for them. It's okay to shake it off a little bit so that you rest well, so that we can come back tomorrow and keep fighting for justice for all the victims in this situation. Okay? And they need all of our energy because there's a lot of victims here. All right? Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.